What is up guys, CSGO here back with another game video, and in this video I'm showing you guys how to defend A long on Dust 2. So as you can see here, bot Jensen has gone first. He's set up here on A long. So he's got this position near the corner. Now some people think it's good to have two people here, but this really isn't as efficient as it could be. The first person obviously is going to be closer to the wall, and they're obviously going to have better cover, and the person who has to peek far out is going to have not the best cover. Also, if a T rushes out here, he's easily going to be able to spray both of you down if you're both standing in this position. The solution? Smoke your way across to a better position. While maybe the bot, or obviously a CT teammate in this case, is watching, you can easily transition to pit, which is a much better position than two people holding there on A long. Once in pit, it's quite nice to defend. You can stay here and quickly tap and duck if people are coming out long. You can also take a more reserved position back here in the pit and wait for them all to come out, and obviously you're going to want to tell your friend here, the CT, to back away, because if they are going to come out here, you're going to have to obviously play the waiting game and hope they don't look in that corner of pit. And once they've all passed and started to transition long, you can get an easy 1 or 2 or even 3 kills without them even knowing where they've been shot from. Another position you can play once you transition to the pit area is this off angle over here. A lot of people like to play this angle here, but it's not the best in my opinion, because this T's usually check this angle here first, they then check pit second, they usually check around here, and of course they're going to check here. But to cut out the middleman here, you can just sit around here. They don't usually check this corner as it's very risky, and they'd rather be checking pit or that corner over there while making their way around this corner. This gives you an optimal time to shoot them while they're transitioning. Say bot Jensen here is a pretty nice guy, and he thinks I should get in a better position because maybe he wants to fall back. If he smokes that up, you can hide here behind the blue container and wait for them to come out as well. Or you can hide behind the door over here, which I think is a bit of a better position, because if they come out, they can obviously check here and then they can check here, but they'd have to do an entire 180 just to check this corner, and that is quite risky if you are T. So now let's pretend the roles are reversed. Bot Jensen is the guy who came second, and I'm the guy who came first. So he's back here, and say I've smoked this and let him get to pit while I watch this angle. Great, so he gets to pit, and now what do? Do I want to keep holding this angle if they haven't rushed? Probably not, because there's going to be usually information from your team as to the whereabouts of the enemies, and if you hear maybe that one of your teammates B has heard someone, or A short maybe has been rushed, you as the second player, once the other first player is in pit, can fall back to more advantageous positions. Car is a decent position. You can watch short from here, and you can obviously use this wall as cover if you want to peek long as well. But a better position, at least in my opinion, if you already have someone watching short, is to simply just sit right over here and peek with your friend who's in pit. This is a great position in my opinion, because you can peek in and out, and your friend can also crossfire them if they peek out without checking pit correctly. Also, if he wants to back off into pit and maybe play a more defensive position, you can also pick them out as they jump into pit. Basically, your friend can bait them for you while you get free kills. So let's take a more extreme view though. What if bot Jensen, say, isn't playing long and you're the only one playing? So wait, let's get this command right. And you're the only guy playing long. Say there's 2 B, there's 1 mid, and there's 1 short. So you're the only guy here. Do you really think it's a good idea to get to pit, especially since it's so much riskier since no one's watching this position? No. So what you usually do, and I know this is quite boring and unoriginal, is you're just gonna have to watch here and peek in and out. The occasional strafes are really effective in my opinion, because if you're just going to have one strafe and hold it like this, the enemy's easily going to know where you're hiding and just going to pre-fire the spot as they come out of these double doors. Strafing in and out here every 3 seconds means that you can have a quick look for information, but you can also have a quick tap fire if you see them or if you think they are coming. Also, if you see them coming, you can always fall back to this position as I mentioned earlier and hold from here. But anyway guys, that is all for this video. I hope you have learned something from these spots on A long on Dust 2. If you do like the video, obviously give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more CSGO content. But that is all for this video, and once again, I hope you've learned something and I hope you come back to watch more. Goodbye.